The key to being more productive, according to GTD's David Allen, is to have a complete list of action items in front of us. The author of GTD Getting Things Done, David Allen, responds to a viewer who wanted to know more about prioritizing the things that need to be done.
And I'm not sure where all these people are from, but Jane sent me an email who said, how do you deal with a backlog of work when no one item has a deadline? So, how do you prioritize when you're looking at a long list and there's no screaming deadlines at you, but you just got a whole lot to do?
Well, the simple answer to that is my simple answer to that is which one of these things, if I make progress on it, is going to make the biggest difference to me. And I don't know, there's no template or formula or whatever to answer that question other than your intuition, your gut, your seat of your pants, your spirit, your liver, or whatever you trust to to make a judgment call about that. But that's not hard. As once you can trust it's all out there. Most people don't have a complete list, so they don't trust the list. They don't trust their head, so they feel overwhelmed by all of it.
Hmm.
As opposed to get it all out there, then somebody goes, okay, well, which one of those would make the biggest difference if I make some progress on it right now? And there should be an obvious answer to that. If there's not, guess, and then course correct when they get better data. But
You know, I have
I say if you're bold enough to do only what you feel like doing, what you feel like doing will change.
I have to make a confession to you. When I first read the book, the GTD book, I went back looking for an answer to pretty much that question, because by the time I had finished the book, I had done this, massive brain dump. I had lists, I had everything. And all of a sudden, the lists became overwhelming. And I said, David's got to have a solution for what I do first. And I went through the book, and David didn't have a solution. But I will say, you are right. Just having everything in front of me made it a whole lot easier to figure that out.
I've never done any coaching with an executive that once they had what they considered a complete and current project list, didn't get a lot clearer about the next 3 weeks and their priorities. I didn't tell them. I didn't give them any hint other than look. They go, I now ought to, or I now need to, or I now whatever. So, just they were able to access their own intuitive judgment calls to be a lot more strategic about where they put their focus.
I think that the only tricky part is that you don't ignore the difficult things and only gravitate to the fun things.
Well, gravitate to the fun things until you'd feel too bad about not doing the other ones.
Or you've run out of fun things.
I had one of the most successful producers in Hollywood sort of read the book and she kind of got the next action idea and sort of changed how he managed movies and did all kinds of things. And his idea of prioritizing was do the fun thing. What's the most fun thing to do? And that's how he picked the most fun thing to do. And another friend of mine, Tony Schwartz, who wrote all kinds of stuff about energy and whatever. It's kind of like eat the frog first. Like whatever the toughest, hardest thing to do it first. So that then the rest of your day you can sort of snack on email or do whatever the heck you want to do and feel
Yeah.
better about it. So and I do both. Sometimes I do the ugliest thing just to get it out of get it done, get it out of there. And sometimes I just do the most fun thing because it kind of gets my energy going. And why not better to do something than nothing,
Yeah.
unless nothing is what you want to do.
David Allen is the author of Getting Things Done. If you want to learn more practical tips about productivity, I have a couple of suggestions for you. First of all, subscribe to the series on YouTube and check out my course on productivity and time management. It's full of ideas and tips that are grounded in GTD and will help you become more confident in your ability to get things done. Just go to daveedwardsmedia.com, click on courses for more information. I'm Dave Edwards.